Well, hello everyone, thanks for tuning into KT Garage. This is part 2 of the Challenger Hellcat project, 73 Challenger. I purchased a vehicle a couple years ago, started the project, and kind of just put a hold on it because I had too much going on at the time. So I had the body sandblasted and did a little bit of work. I'm going to show you guys in just a few minutes on what the condition is of the body. But basically I placed a hold on it until this week actually. I came across this entire setup that you can see back here, and then that's a little bit of a story to this. I bought this from a gentleman that his brother unfortunately passed away. He purchased this setup along with a vehicle, and his plan was to have it finished. But unfortunately, he didn't quite to see it finished, and he passed away a couple of years ago. And finally, the family decided to let everything go. So I was able to acquire this from his brother, and the gentleman that previously owned this name is Gary. He really loved to see this turn into an actual car. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to try to finish up what he's done so far up to this point, and then get the body that I have done, and then we'll join the two and make it a real nice Hellcat classic Hellcat Challenger project. So let me walk through everything here, kind of to show you guys what the setup is, and then we'll take a look at the body. Okay, let's take a look at what Gary had ordered. Basically, it's a complete engine setup, alternator already in it, power steering. I think what's missing is the air compressor for AC, so I'm gonna put that in a little bit later. There's a lot of modification here to fit this setup, which is great because I'm gonna have to. I already bought the Hellcat. I'll show you in a minute, but that Hellcat doesn't have all this modification to fit into. This is a Schwartz Performance setup. This company they deal with a lot of classic cars frames, trying to modernize it. So this is a complete frame that you kind of just weld in a bunch of brackets and then you bolt it onto your body. So it's more like a full-size subframe. You can see it's all modernized as far as coil shocks, control arms. You get rack and pinions down here, so it's going to handle just like a modern car. Big brake system. This is bare brakes, 14-inch, which is great. Gary has a really good taste of all of this stuff. I mean, he ordered all the right stuff. I think these are right tech coilover setup. And so moving on to this side, same thing here. Now he already had the headers ordered and installed, so everything is fitted properly. Now for me, I'm gonna have to take everything apart because I need to get this frame mounted into the body. But that's okay. It's good to see that it's assembled, everything fit. So it's a really nice thing to see. Back here also is been modified to fit into a classic Hellcat applications. There's an entire manual to go with this, so I'm just gonna follow the manual. So back here is a Tramic T56 6B transmission. These are really good transmission. It'll handle the 707 horsepower, 650 foot-pound out of the Hellcat. And let's see, so back here, also bad brakes, 14-inch setup. Beautiful. And a 49-inch back here. This is a 2-track setup, which is a real nice setup. It'll handle all the power and torque coming out of the engine. I had a similar setup on my 69 Mustang that I had a Boss 429 in it. So I really love this 49 inch. They are big and they can handle a lot of torque. Looks like there's a 4-link system back here, which is great. I did the same for the 69 Mustang project. So this looks very familiar. All the brake lines already been fabricated, which is great. This is gonna help me to like reduce a lot of time trying to do research on everything. This is where the body's gonna get mounted. And it's gonna get mounted in a couple of places. I think a couple of places here where you're gonna weld brackets into the body. And then you mount that bracket into here. So ultimately you're gonna bolt this into a modified Challenger body. Beautiful setup, and everything is powder coated, which is great. So cut a lot of my time to get all these painted or powder coated. So anyway, that's the system. Basically, you just bolt this to the body and start hooking everything up. It's just missing a drive shaft. I think Schwartz Performance also sell drive shaft, because you can see that this is the entire setup. So they must have a matching drive shaft. I don't have to go custom order. Yeah, that's where we at with this. Now, let's take a look real quick at my other Challenger engine that I was telling you guys about. So this was the plan. I purchased this engine. I was going to go to Schwartz Performance and buy that setup to marry into this engine. But since Gary already ordered all that stuff from Schwartz themselves, so not sure what to do with this engine yet. You can see that this has the standard headers, and this has a front sump oil pan. Now that one has a rear sump. Like all the stuff are already been modified. You see the oil filter is a different configuration as well. So yeah, no, that other engine over there already had all the stuff corrected for the build. So which is awesome. Now let's go take a look at the body out back. So here's the body that's already been sandblasted. I cut out the roof. I'm sure you can see from there, but basically the new roof is sitting right there. It does have some rust holes. You can see there's a lot of rust holes there. I didn't mind too much because I think I'm gonna have to redo this whole firewall for the Hellcat. Maybe all of the stuff is gone. I'm just gonna cut templates and then just relocate some of the stuff. So it doesn't matter anyway. This sidewall is gonna be removed to put the new Hellcat and subframe in. Shock tower is gonna be gone. All that's gonna be cut off. So back here you see that I already triangulate everything when I remove the roof. And now the other side I already took the quarter panel off. This one is still on there. So I don't want to take too many things out at one time. Car could get real flimsy and move around. So now on this side, yeah, you can see the roof already been taken apart. This roof had vinyl in here before. That's why it's gotten so rusted in here. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of these metal and replace with new one before I put the roof on top. So there's some major surgery going on in here. I took this quarter, not the whole thing, but just cut out what's needed to start working on the inside. You can see that I cut out that whole inner fender, and I'm not sure you can see everything in here, but I'll show you more when I start working on the project again. But the inner fender has been moved in 2.5 inch or something like that to accommodate for the big tires. I'm going with the 345 millimeter tire, which is probably the widest tire you can get, and it's gonna tuck like right in. Look like one of those SEMA built that you see, and the setup inside is gonna give me a chance to do that. So that's where we at. Now back here is kind of a mess right now with parts laying, but you can see like some of these excuse me, some of these already have new panels in them. A lot of it already been cut out, so that's where we at. A lot of new stuff in here that need to be assembled, and all the stuff over here already been ordered. These are all like quarter panels, like all kinds of different panels. The rear lid is there, and then I just got this recently. That's the hood, and that's like a backlog on those. It took like almost a year for me to order and get it. I finally got that. So yeah, no, this car is ready to be worked on again. Now I'm not gonna start working on it yet because you are aware that I'm working on this Humvee Warthog project, and until this is completed, I'm gonna keep working on this. I probably need to get this done before I get the Hellcat project going, but this is going really well. I'm thinking another 3 months, 4 months, I'll get the body all fab, and then at that point I would join this body with the Humvee chassis. And whether I decide to take a little break to work on the Hellcat, we'll see. That's the future plans. Well guys, I'll give you further updates when I start working on the project again. I'm thinking of a 3-4 months time frame when I'm done with the Humvee project. I'm pretty excited about this whole project. Look like I have all the parts, the majority of the part to get the project completed. I'd like to dedicate this episode to Gary, the previous owner of all the setup. I'm gonna do my best to meet his expectations, and hopefully his brother is pleased with what I came up with and what the finished product is gonna look like. So until then, I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.